our predictions for the 2024
Azerbaijan
Grand Prix. Hello everybody and welcome back to the P1 podcast with Matt and Tommy. It's predictions time once again. It is being Michael Masied to the absolute maximum this season. It's 39 between myself and Tommy. It's Azerbaijan Grand Prix race week, Tommy. What kind of ingredients, recipe are you bringing to your predictions this week?
Well, the season's so good that kind of normally when we predict anything, when we did it last year, it was very much like you could tell when we'd gone crazy and you could tell when we'd gone just anything rogue, which was basically anything but Max Verstappen winning or pole position. But we don't. That's not a thing anymore. So I think every week is a bit crazy and a bit out there now because the season's just so damn cllose.
It really is. It's weird to think that now not putting Verstappen in our predictions for like top three doesn't feel crazy. It doesn't. If
really
anything,
doesn't. Putting
Verstappen in our top three at this stage is seen
prediction.
as maybe I'm seeing a loophole here. But before we get into everything, we have got our US live show tour coming up, and we've made a video that we'd like to show you to get you hyped up, to get the taste buds tingling. But either or, have a watch of this. Wow. Oh my! Are you serious? Really? Can you believe that, Tommy?
That is crazy.
Wow.
That's going to be incredible. Wow.
Tommy on stage.
Who'd have
Why
thought?
can't I come? Wait. Can I be in the audience?
Context.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Well, hopefully that's enough. So if you want to go get your tickets, there's a link in the description where you can come and see me and Tommy live at one of the 5 venues in the US or one in Canada at the beginning. Biggest good surprise! Here we go then. We're starting off with positive vibes. Who is getting the biggest good surprise from me this week? It is Sergio Perez. Now, you backed him last time out, Tommy, and it looked like it was coming in no tomorrow, and then he lost 17 seconds in a blink of an eye, and you didn't get a point. However, as Christian Horner has been saying, this is a track that he has won both the sprint and the main race. If this isn't where Perez can perform, then who knows where. So I'm backing him. I think that the king of the streets will return, and Sergio Perez will have a good weekend. That's all it needs, is a good one. Doesn't need to be amazing, just good. And then it's a good surprise.
Is this finally where Christian Horner's like, look, see, I told you, Perez.
Told you so.
Yeah.
Boom.
My biggest good surprise, I have gone for Yuki Tsunoda. Because Yuki Tsunoda is good at Baku. And he has been good at Baku. I think he delivers that. The RB has been pretty woeful. It has to be said, they aren't anywhere near the car they were at the start of the season, but history has shown that Yuki has delivered some good performances at Baku, has been unlucky there as well, but he is normally there or thereabouts. Even in his rookie season, he did a good job and was one of his better races in that difficult rookie season. So the reason for the long delay was I was also contemplating someone else, but I have gone for Yuki Tsunoda.
Who was it?
It was Franco Colapinto, actually.
Oh! Let's get a biggest flop. I am locking in Lance Stroll. I believe this man, he has a CV. Does pretty good round Baku. He's had a podium. But it's been a while. And I just feel as though it will get brought up. Sorry?
He's had a podium, he's had a puncture.
Yeah, he's had everything. And I just feel like a floppy weekend's coming for Lance Stroll. As we all know, it's never anything personal. It's just purely vibes. And I feel... And my biggest flop hasn't come in the last few races. I'm slacking right now. So I've really had to sit in a dark room and think who is going to get the biggest flop this week. And Lance, unfortunately, but maybe fortunately, if none of my predictions are right anymore, is getting biggest flop.
Are you thinking a Lance Stroll disaster class where he's like slow and bad, or like a bad luck moment like he had where he had that puncture that time?
Oh, no, I think more savagely terrible.
Yeah, and knew he was going to watch on and go, what have I got myself in for here?
Absolutely. Maybe. We'll see. What's your biggest flop, Tommy?
My biggest flop is Max Verstappen. And
Call yourself a Max fan.
I know, how dare I?
What a Max hater. Take the cape down right now.
Take the cape down. He's obviously not had a good run of it recently. He still bagged points, and the championship lead isn't eroding. I just feel like there is going to be one race a year that really makes me nervous about his championship, and there'll be something, and I do feel like his relationship with Red Bull and his kind of body he will snap at some point this season. Even if he goes on to win the World Championship, there'll be a race where it boils over and he's going to get really frustrated. So yeah, I just feel like that was one of the reasons. The other reason, and maybe this will come in after you predicted him, but of course Sergio Perez is good around here, so and he was closer in qualifying in Monza, so you never know. Even just an out qualification, and Max still beats him by 30 seconds is a biggest flop for Max because he got out qualified by him. So
is it?
Maybe,
I'm not sure about that one. Really doubting that would be a biggest flop point, but interesting. Okay, Max Verstappen. That would have to be a seriously floppy performance. Let's go to pole position. My pole position is Charles Leclerc. And I'm back it. Now, I know this will not be good for my crazy prediction that he will have more wins than poles this year. But this man is just, apart from the I'm stupid moment, incredible around Baku. And Ferrari have whacked on a whole host of upgrades that worked very well in Monza. Were they the quickest car? No, McLaren were. But they were a lot closer. And Baku, very high speed, not as low drag as Monza, but it still is up there, I would say, with a track that could work well with Ferrari, especially in qualifying. So I'm backing my boy, and I'm ready to get her all over again.
My pole position, I've gone for Lando Norris. I think the McLaren will still be.
That's
as
a
it
Max
has
Verstappen
been
prediction at this point, isn't
maybe it is now, yeah.
It really is.
But can't bet against Lando doing it around here. The McLaren is mighty, and yes, I've gone for Lando Norris for pole position, which I don't think I have done that much, to be fair. And didn't I put Lando to win in like 6 of the races that he didn't win or something? Yeah. Since Miami, you pretty much predicted him every single time to win, and he obviously hasn't. He's only won one since Miami.
Yeah, which we don't want to say too loud for McLaren fans, do we? Let's go to our top 3. In third position, I am locking in Oscar Piastri. He will get third position. He will have a solid weekend. Of course, there is a lot of chatter about McLaren and the teammate rivalry that's going on between the two of them, and it certainly has ignited some social discussions, to put it lightly. Some discussions, some just pure insults, but we won't get into that. That's a topic for another day. Piastri, he is an incredible driver, and he is improving every single weekend. Is he as good as Lando Norris right now? No, I don't think so. I think Lando has more experience, and that over the course of the season is the reason why he's got more points. And of course, it is close between the two drivers, though. And I feel as though Piastri might just slot in behind Lando this weekend in terms of raw speed. But a third position would still be very, very good for McLaren in the Constructors.
P3, I have gone for Charles Leclerc. And what a turnaround for Ferrari that me putting him on the podium has you shaking your head now rather than going, yes, my boy Charles.
So true. So true. But Charles Leclerc did win the Italian Grand Prix, just to remind you.
He did. In not the fastest car.
And was probably one of the best drives of the year, if not the century.
Maybe, definitely the best driver of the year, in my opinion.
Good.
And yeah, I think he's good at Baku. I didn't predict him on pole position, but he's going to definitely be in the fight for pole position, I think. So P3.
Keep going, Tommy. No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying your compliments. Okay, second position, Charles Leclerc. I'm not going ridiculously insane with this one. No, because I have lived and experienced a Charles Leclerc pole and not win, not just at Baku, in a lot of places, but Baku especially. And I feel as though this is going to be another weekend where Charles outperforms the car in qualifying, but that McLaren or whatever team will have better race pace, and especially if they have both of the drivers up there. Charles will find it very difficult to cover them both off. So P2.
P2, I have gone for Oscar Piastri. I think he will deliver and he will be very close to Lando. But spoiler alert, maybe McLaren either do the right thing or the result that they kind of need to happen, whether people agree it needs to happen or not, but for them as a team, surely has to happen soon. So I've gone for Oscar Piastri P2 because, of course, that McLaren is just insane at the moment, and it can go to every track, and Baku is a little bit of everything as well.
P1. Who is our winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix? For me, it is Lando Norris. So I feel as though myself and Tommy have gone in really different with our predictions this weekend. But yes, I think Lando, he has to win. Like he has to win, surely. Look, I've not given him pole position, so that we can get rid of any. Oh, he's going to lose pole. He's not going to lead after lap 1. He won't have that concern because he'll be starting second, and then he will beat Charles Leclerc because he'll have a faster car. Do I see it being a titanic battle? Hopefully. Maybe Charles Leclerc comes out on top, and I will take the 0 points for it if Charles doesn't, in fact, win and get back-to-back victories. But your brain's got to say Lando this weekend. And if that does happen, once again, a massive chunk taken out of Max Verstappen's lead.
P1, I have gone for Lando Norris. With every reason you said.
Here we go. What more is there to say? It used to be Verstappen.
It used to be Verstappen, now it's Lando, but Lando doesn't win as often.
He's won 2 Grand Prix, yes.
Yeah, he should. He should be in that situation with how he's been driving in qualifying and the car he's got underneath him. But for many reasons, he hasn't gone on to do that. I will admit now that I was very close to going for a very outrageous prediction and putting Piastri ahead of him, and that Piastri would basically not let him through. Which,
oh my goodness!
Which I could see happening. I in a weird way for the chaos and no disrespect to anyone. I think it would be fascinating if we got a situation where Piastri was in the lead, Lando was second, and we have to see what McLaren do again.
Yes, what a scenario to even think about. If Oscar's leading, Lando's second, and Lando's quicker, Lando's going for the move no matter what McLaren tell him. That's how I see it. I think a small piece of Lando died in Monza, where he was like, "F this, I'm doing what I want." That he's kind of, I think he's lost that slight innocence and maybe even naivety, I would say, with Oscar going round his outside on the second chicane, and from here on, I think Lando will be a bit more of a tenacious.
Could be the best thing that ever happens in his career. I know that's an insane thing to say. But
yeah, because perhaps there was a trust there. Which is fine. You can have that with your teammate, but that trust can also lead to naivety, and that's what happened when Oscar went round the outside of him. I think from here on in, Lando's going to have his back up a lot more, and perhaps if it's the other way around, who knows? Yeah, ruthless is exactly the word that Lando needs to be. Let's go to our one crazy prediction then. Hear me out. Zhou finishes closer than 20 seconds behind Bottas.
20? You can't have 20 seconds.
Right, come on. My bro hasn't got anywhere near to Bottas.
It's got to be 10, surely.
15.
Can't be 20.
15. Well, let's meet in the middle. 15 seconds.
All right, we'll do 15.
Closer than 15, so it has to be 14.999.
Yeah, okay.
What should be 15.001 now? But look, Zhou's been having a tough time. And Why do I think this? I don't know. I just tried to come up with a crazy prediction because I couldn't think of anything else, and I can't make all of my predictions about Charles Leclerc or Ferrari. So, yeah, Joe, my boy, come on!
My one crazy prediction is that Lando Norris does not lose a place at the start of the race. And I don't know if this is even crazier than the stat of him never, basically every time he started from pole, he's let someone by. He is the only driver on the grid to never go up a single position at any race start this season. Of the whole 19 drivers, Lando has never gained a place of any of the races so far, which I found unbelievable, which is insane. So this is not only one crazy prediction. This is like the craziest of crazy prediction because it's literally never happened.
Okay, we've also got one bonus prediction, and that's because Ollie Behrman is on the grid, replacing Kevin Magnussen after he got banned for a race. So my prediction for Behrman and where he's going to qualify is 14th. Over to you, Tommy.
For Ollie Behrman, I've gone for 16th position.
Wow, you've gone a bit more conservative this time.
Bit more conservative.
Okay.
Yes, so that would mean that he just misses out, of course, into Q2.
Okay, and finally, 3 crazy predictions from you, wonderful lot. First and foremost, P1 Patreon member Ruben. Behrman points. Okay. P1 Patreon member Justin F194. Williams double points. And P1 Patreon member Nicola Max DNF. Now that would link in beautifully with your biggest flop, Tommy. So yeah, that is the end of our predictions. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. We'll be live on Twitch as always. Matt P1 Tommy, if you haven't followed us already. And we're looking forward to another weekend of Ferrari dominance. See you soon. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.